Hey, what's up guys, and hey Barbies and Kens. Welcome back to the channel, our channel, and if you're new here, my name is Gab. I'm really excited about this one today, if you couldn't tell already. I feel like my camera's like crooked. I feel like I'm slightly crooked, I don't know, but welcome back to my channel. Today, we get to let Sebastian talk. I'm very excited about this. If you didn't see my last video, I did a reaction to Adam McIntyre going after Sebastian Soto, and he came back with receipts, y'all. I know a lot of you guys in my last video, thank you so much for your love and support on it, wanted me to react to this one, and that's what we're going to be doing today. I mentioned in my first video I hated how how Adam had him sped up. Oh my god, my brain. And you couldn't even tell what Sebastian was saying or trying to get out in his video. So today, girl, that is not going to happen. We're going to hear everything, his thoughts, and just to keep like a timely basis on this, some of the stuff that Adam said that's just pointless or repetitive, I am going to be cutting out. If you want to hear like every little detail that Adam mentioned, or like Adam watching the video of Sebastian talking, you can check out my channel. I have that up already of me reacting to that and just kind of like my take on it. Currently today, I feel like crap. I'm in pain, but I really wanted to come on and do this because it's important, and Adam's been quiet since this was posted, so I just would love to see like what direction this is going to go in.
My name is Sebastian, and I welcome you guys with open arms. You guys, we have to talk about this. To be frank and honest, I just am a little bit disgusted and a little bit annoyed.
Sebastian, all your feelings that you're feeling are so valid, and I could imagine you'd be more than annoyed right now, so girl, let it out.
The fact that that Adam McIntyre can just sit there and say a lot of things that are not accurate. But the good thing is, and I'm so grateful, I have proof.
This man came with the receipts, y'all. I told you, this whole situation, I'm still my brain. I feel like some of you might have the same feelings as me on it. Like, why would you do that knowing he had text message, like, proof? Like, you have it on your end, too. Like, what, are you gonna, like, make texts now that are just, like, photoshopped? Do you see what I'm getting at? Like, I don't understand why you would go to those measures knowing he has proof. I don't get it.
And I want to watch this video with you guys. So, I'm just ready to go. So, you know what? Again, I want to do this with a lot of light, a lot of love, a lot of peace. Again, I do not ever want to send Adam any hate. I never want to be, you guys know me. I don't like to be in a fighting, way. I think everyone deserves to be treated with respect and love. So,
and I respect him so much for how he's handling this whole thing. Like, of course, we don't want to send Adam hate. We don't want to be bullying someone who bullied somebody else. You know what I mean? We don't want to take the situation and be the bully ourselves. But he does need to have a wake-up call on how to treat people, how to speak to them, and how to be a friend.
we're going to watch this, and we're just going to do this. So, let's go, right? Why not? All right.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this. And I'm just happy he can have a voice finally. That isn't...
Video from Sebastian Soto, and it is called Breaking My Silence About Adam McIntyre, My Experience. Now, first and foremost, I just want to say that before we get into Sebastian's video, Sebastian on his YouTube channel for the past couple months has been talking about the fact that he met up with a YouTuber that everyone within his space watches, and they basically treated him like dog shit. And has basically just been describing me each time. Will basically do live streams in which he will get his audience to just completely trash on me, and he never once acknowledged it. And it has created this like cesspool of people just hating on me. And first of all, I can take it, so it doesn't affect me.
So right then and there, he mentions that so let me just close my closet. Right then and there, he basically says that that I've been talking about meeting a rude YouTuber in LA, which is very true. As soon as I had my encounter with Adam, I started talking about the fact that I felt really, really disgusted with a YouTuber and the experience I had with them.
And you had every right to come forward with your experience and tell people that. I mean, you do like commentary online with drama, so I mean, if somebody is making you feel uncomfortable or you want to tell your side of the story, by all means, he should be allowed to. Let him go on.
And you guys saw that video. So that is very true. He is admitting right then and there that I spoke about a YouTuber that I felt was rude to me.
And how Adam comes off in his latest video, I believe Sebastian, like, you could, if he was rude to him in person, look at the video, how he treated him.
But something that Sebastian goes on to say in this video is that my audience have been doing that to him, and I just think it's so ironic because you can look at any of his live streams, and each time he will talk about these YouTubers that are so rude and so big-headed and so they treat others like shit and they're so fake and they're so manipulative, and he'll describe me each time, but he'll never say a name. And I always thought it was really interesting because I met Sebastian once briefly, and I was like, if I was so rude in that encounter, I really wish he would have just said that Adam McIntyre and talk about it instead of like talking, like hinting at a YouTuber and then like alluding to me, but then never even saying a name to start with.
So that right there, you guys, is a I love that fact that he actually said I never mentioned his name, and I didn't. I never mentioned his name. Every time I would get a message from somebody asking me, do you like Adam, or what do you think about Adam? And I would always say, I love Adam Sandler.
Truly not trying to like be biased on this by any means, but when you can blatantly see somebody being bullied, somebody who is trying to defend somebody else, but get their truth out, I respect that. And as you could see, Adam hasn't come forth with any kind of receipts of, oh no, that's not true, or no, that isn't true. So like, why so quiet?
So that's just, it is what it is. I never said his name, and I did that to show that I'm not petty and I'm not a mean person. Now, if people picked up that it was him and he knew that it was him, then that's just, self-acceptance, because you are acknowledging that you're not a nice person.
Woo! I have no words. I'm just happy for him.
I just think, like, if you're gonna say it, so I can respond. So he's finally done this video, so we can respond to it. Alright, so let's get into this video. We are going to watch it. Now, it is 18 minutes long, so I'm going to put it on 2x speed, and let's get into it. So again, obviously this video was made hot on the heels of Rich Lux posting his video, but this has been something that Sebastian has been waiting to do for quite some time.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a really, really good day. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian.
Love it, sure.
I do TV videos every day, and if you guys don't know, I never really not this serious, okay? You are returning subscribers, you know that I'm not serious. Two girls, being nasty about Trisha, don't have anything about being serious. So this is a very different video. I just wanted to start off with saying that this is coming from a place of respect and love. This is not an entire fashion video, and I don't believe in doing that. I do believe in trying to open people's eyes with respect and with love. If you speak to somebody with kindness, they will open their eyes and their hearts a little bit more. So I'm doing this because at 20 years old, I thought I knew it all too, and I thought I was the hottest shit around.
This is what I was talking about before, so if you guys cannot tell what the hell he's saying, you can check out my other video. I'll have it linked down below because he just like made a fool out of him.
And I promise you that there's so many lessons I need to learn in life, and so many things that we're gonna go through, and that if somebody would have spoken to me.
Oh, sorry, before we get into this video, I do just want to give a little bit more context about Sebastian Soto. So, Sebastian Soto first came to my notice whenever, and he'll talk about this, so I'm gonna get through it really briefly. Sebastian first came to my notice whenever I got a message from him saying that I had copied saying "Hey besties" from him. And there was this back and forth for a bit, and he'll go into it in more detail, so I'm just going to briefly. There's this back and forth a bit, He was basically saying that I copied Hey Besties from him, then he was making videos, kind of hinting at the fact that I was stealing from him, and I was stealing from a small YouTuber, and...
So right then and there, he lied. And I'm not going to take any type of lies. He said that I wrote to him and I said that you stole besties from me, right? He just said that. I'm not making that up, okay? He just said that I wrote to him and said, you stole besties from me. I wrote to him after he commented on the video I made about besties. And the comment or the DM that I sent him was, thank you for your comment on my video about besties. Heart, heart, heart. It was not like he said about, oh, he wrote to me and he told me that I stole besties and blah, blah, blah. And we went back and forth. There was no back and forth. That's a lie. The first message I sent was thank you for your comment on my video. You guys can see it right here.
Well, 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 guys. First piece of evidence. I wonder what he's going to say about this one.
So that is a lie.
Which is why, by the way, the reason that we changed to muckers on this channel. I've never really properly addressed it, and the reason is because I never want to give backlash to Sebastian Soto. Because he said so much that my audience have done that I never want to feed into that even more. So, by the way, guys, here's the proper reason on why we say muckers on this channel, is because Sebastian Soto is so determined that we stole saying besties from him. Whenever, if you go back to one of my first Hey Bestie videos, or in a live stream, we talked about the fact that, it was actually back in like 2020, that Kim Kardashian...
I never said that he stole besties. I never even said anything about that anybody stole besties. Besties is a word that everybody uses. What I said was, please tell your audience to stop attacking me, to stop bullying me and fat shaming me and sending threats because they think that I stole besties from you. I never said that you stole besties from me. I said, please tell your audience because they think that I stole besties from you.
Well, that sounds a little bit more accurate now, doesn't it? From, hey, can you please let your audience know to leave me the fuck alone? I'd appreciate it, to that. I could see why he didn't put that out. And I could see why he's trying to cover up his tracks now. Because why would he want to tell his audience to stop bullying somebody when he was probably getting enjoyment out of it? This is all really sick.
That is two different, very, very different stories, Adam. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to take this shit, okay? Point blank, period.
This is exactly how I was hoping he'd be. And I'm just like, yeah. Because that's bullshit. Don't let somebody talk on your name that's untrue.
Kardashian has a video game called the Kim Kardashian Hollywood game or something like that. And in the video, she goes, hey, bestie. And it got trolled on Twitter. It was like a Twitter moment where it was like, you type in bestie and the Kim Kardashian thing. It became a Stan Twitter moment where, hey, bestie. Where, oh, sorry, I have my phone up 2x speed. So this was where we got bestie from. Hey, bestie. So stupid, right? Like, not even, like, whatever. So we started saying it, and then Sebastian came into my thing, said that he was getting taught that he was saying it first, and da-da-da. And I kind of went back and forth for a little bit about it, and then...
Again, we did not go back and forth, and I just showed you.
I like how Adam, like, represents himself. He's like, oh, we went back and forth, but, like, I decided because it was too much on him. Like, get out of here.
Period. He is lying, okay? That's it. He is a liar. I never said you stole besties from me. I just showed you guys the message. I just showed you guys the message.
And I kind of just was like, it's not really worth it, he can continue saying it and we'll just say something else. Sebastian would always get brought up in my YouTube comments because I had been on a trip to Paris maybe with my mother or something like that, and we were in Paris and Sebastian had done some sort of live stream or some sort of video that was basically that he can't enjoy his honeymoon because people are saying that he copied Adam McIntyre by coming to Paris at the same time.
So,
and work I'm doing now,
oh.
I always feel like they're...
So let me tell you guys something right there for a second. I literally made a video because people were sending me hate about me going to Paris when Adam was there. And in the video, I said, hey, it is so funny that two creators cannot be in Paris at the same time. And I'm getting a hate for copying him again.
So this incident that Sebastian's getting into right now with us sounds like it could have been formed from the fans just being like assholes, but I'm not. Adam could have easily been behind this too as well. Like, who knows? Been like, oh, Sebastian's on his honeymoon. Like, let's just ruin that shit. Who knows? You know what I mean? And he's going to go on in the video and tell us, you know, everything went fine with it. But still, like, it shouldn't have never happened.
That's the one thing I was like, it's so funny. This is Besties 2.0.
So throughout my entire trip with my mother, I was getting these tweets that he was doing these videos, and I'm pretty sure they're still on his channel.
I did one video.
Him and his husband did like a honeymoon set of videos, I assume, and basically that he couldn't enjoy it, or people were saying that he couldn't enjoy it because he was copying Adam McIntyre, who was also in Paris, which, by the way, is just, it doesn't make sense.
Honey, I enjoyed my honeymoon. We saved up 5 years, and trust me, that a little 19-year-old entitled person like him did not ruin my fucking trip.
Well, that makes me happy because, you know, I did bring that up in my first video. That's like a honeymoon is something special, your wedding, once in a lifetime. So, like, I'm glad they had a good time and that he didn't, like, ruin anything on their trip or make it, like, not as fulfilling as they wanted it to be or expecting it to be. Because 5 years saving for something, you know what I mean? Like, your expectations must be up there. So I'm glad they both had a great time.
Now, another thing was pretty recently, Sebastian Soto talks in this video about how basically, we'll see it before the end of the video, so I don't want to put words in his mouth, but basically that he doesn't want to be my friend and I've never treated him with respect and stuff. Only 2 weeks ago was when Sebastian Soto came out with the exact same video that I posted the day after, which was a video in which I was going through it and I was saying like I had a breakdown or something like that. One of the next days, Sebastian posts the exact same video with the exact same title, exact same thumbnail, and even in the video addresses that he saw my one, and that's why he's making it.
I spoke about this part in my other video, so I'm interested to see what Sebastian's reaction to that is.
Again, that's not a problem, but there have just been so many instances from Sebastian texting me, DMing me, since we even met for the first time, which was the only time, that it just doesn't make sense for him in this video saying that he doesn't like me other than him just jumping on a bandwagon. So
I never texted him. I DM'd him like 5 times in total. And they were all respectful. They were all nice, sweet, and I never once spoke ill about him. And that is one thing that I am so proud of myself because I could have said a lot of shit about him, and I didn't.
You clearly can see the maturity between these two. It's kind of right in your face.
Okay, regarding what happened yesterday with Adam and Rich Lux, I have to say that I was very disturbed. I understand Ethan is everyone's favorite right now. This Ethan's our big deal. You're getting recognized from a huge YouTuber. That's huge exposure, amazing. But is it worth being mean? The lengths that Adam went to get the votes is everything but nice. There's success for everybody. There is
the lengths that Adam went to get votes. As in, Adam made a YouTube video talking about the Steamies and said, please vote for me.
And then you pulled up dead receipts of somebody's past without fact-checking any of it. And now you're trying to gaslight everyone around you like your thought process was correct. Yeah?
And Adam, again, if we're providing the context that they're giving, gets tweeted a video of Rich Lux being problematic. Adam responds to a video saying what? Being shocked. That is the lengths that Adam's going to.
Yes, the lengths that Adam went to was try and ruin Rich Lux's chance of winning the award by bringing up an old tweet of 2 years ago. That's the lengths that Adam did to go to win a stupid-ass award.
Yes, Sebastian, I couldn't have said it any better myself, boy. Like, spot on.
Period.
That's why I know Sebastian's not making this video out of a genuine place. Many more things throughout this video. That's the only difference in these two sets of clips. I've kept my mouth very shut about Sebastian over the times. I have nothing but love and...
When something comes out about somebody and you know something about them that you've been weighing and holding down, let's be real. Sometimes when something else comes out about them, it's easier to be like, hey, me too, I had something happen. Like, it's not the easiest thing to speak your thoughts, you know? There's a lot of people who watch YouTube.
And that's the difference between these two videos. I completely...
You guys, I have to pee real quick. I'll be right back. Listen, we're gonna go through this. I have to pee. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I am so disturbed and whatever.
I understand the way Rich Lux is coming into this video. And again, I'm putting my hand up and say that I officially, fully apologize to Rich Lux. And I feel really bad that I brought him back to that place and bringing up that clip again. It was not my intention. I was just shocked by it.
No, you were not shocked by it, madam. What you wanted was to ruin Rich's chance at winning an award because it is so important for you to be celebrated and for you to reach all of your success, you know, like that's what you wanted to do with Rich. You knew exactly what you were doing. And honestly, like, the thing that annoys me the most is that the day before the Steamies, he freaking did the freaking tweet to Rich. And it's like, everyone knows what you were doing. That's why you lost over 2,000 subscribers. That is why Rich Lux made a video about Adam McIntyre, because what he did was nasty. What he did was sneaky. Period.
Okay, so I just thought of this, and this is totally, like, I don't know if this is true or not. This just came through my brain. But what if Adam knew about all that stuff between Rich, that he apologized, that he went through it, but when that person tweeted that video at him, he put what? But he already knew all this of his past, but just acted like he didn't. Food for thought, right?
Sebastian I have a different attitude with, because Sebastian has made me uncomfortable in so many different times, and so many of my audience have picked up on it. But
I made him uncomfortable. I sent him literally less than 6 DMs throughout our whole entire life. I've only been nice to him. I never made a video talking about him. I've never even mentioned him talking bad about him. If my audience said anything bad about him or asked me about him, I would say Adam Sandler. I love Adam Sandler. He's an amazing actor. So that's a lie.
we'll get into it.
Is trying for everyone. I feel like after 2020, instead of walking over each other, pushing each other on the sidelines to get to the finish line and win, it got so pre-2020. So my story with Adam starts in 2020. September 13, 2020, I and my subscribers, a little bit before, decided to call each other besties. So that's BESTEASOSTEAMT. And so I did it. I launched September 13. I launched merch. It was great. It was so much fun. I had masks, I had a shirt, everything. I made sure that every tea channel I knew did not use the word besties. Now I get besties is definitely a word that we all use, you know. But that's why I changed the letters around and wanted it to be different.
So he acknowledges that everyone says besties, and that he changed the wording around, but whenever we did it, the wording was just bestie. So he's acknowledging that everyone says besties, but it's a problem when we had said it.
It was never a problem because you said it. It was a problem because I was getting threats and I was getting horrible comments from your audience because they thought I copied you.
And when he asked you to ask them to stop, you didn't, because you didn't want a big spotlight on you, which is weird, Adam, because you seem like you always just want that spotlight to be following you.
So, starting around November, I started seeing that I was getting a lot of comments about copying Adam McIntyre. I was like, what is this girl? So, I looked up his videos. Before, around November 27th, he never used the word besties. He would say either everyone or he would go on and say, just go on straight to the T, okay? I started getting so many horrible messages, you guys. So January 2nd, I decided to do a video that I no longer have on my channel because of the hate. And it was basically me sort of reaching out to Adam saying, listen, I'm not being part of that hate. I would just love it if you guys knew that before you called me a copycat. And I showed the screenshot of when I did my live to promote my merch September 13th with the word besties video. And it was...
So he's literally watching me say, everybody uses the word besties. and that's okay. I was just getting threats because people thought I copied him.
Very, very kind. He was, which thank you so much again for being kind. I reached out to him on Instagram, thank you again, and we had a very brief conversation where I just thanked him for being so sweet, and he was very, very kind. About a month later, the comments started getting horrible. I started getting fat-shaming comments. Even, I hope that 2 people in different videos said, I hope your dogs die. Usually my dogs are in the back. You should never, you should copy people, you're a fat fuck, blah, blah, blah. Just like horrible things. So I reached out to him and I said, look, I humbly ask you if you could please post on your YouTube channel, even on the community tab, at least say, hey, we can all use besties, something. But it was getting started, and I had about 6,000 subscribers back then, and I was very overwhelmed. Because I was, I'm still a very small channel compared to these, bigger channels, and for me it was like, I don't get why he can't just do that. He wrote back, nobody deserves hate, but I'll keep an eye out. Why can't you just write on your community tab to leave me alone?
Because he never had shown me basically what was happening. He said to me that he was getting hate, and obviously that's one of the worst things that someone can say to you. But also, I was getting sent for so many weeks before that Sebastian had been making shady comments about me, had been making fun of me without mentioning my name and about the besties and people being unoriginal. So, someone who has been actively making fun of me, actively using their audience to just talk shit about me in live streams, is now coming forward to me and is basically wanting me to make a post about them. And he basically says that the reason that I didn't do it was because I didn't want him to gain any subscribers. But what is basically happening in that instance is if someone is so avidly, from my knowledge, doesn't like me, and then comes to me and is like, can you basically do this post, and you can do this post, and you can like shout out my YouTube channel, and you can say all this, whenever all his videos were live streams in which some part of the live stream was him saying something and his audience in the comments ripping into me.
Maybe before he was coming to you, you could have went to him, Adam, in regards to that if it was so bothersome. There is something called hearsay.
Again, I never said anything bad about Adam, okay? I never trashed his name. What I only said was that I was getting a lot of hate from his audience. That is the most I've said about this person right here. And if he is only seeing or hearing about me allegedly talking bad about him, why not ask me? And if I'm telling you that I'm getting death threats and that people want my dogs to die, and you have not seen me talk bad about you, wouldn't you take a second to see, hey, let me see if this is true, these rumors that I'm hearing, and let me help this person out who is getting death threats from my audience?
Yeah, no, Sebastian, he doesn't fact check shit ever. And it's even more sicker to hear him say that because Adam acts like he's this big animal advocate, but if someone's saying that they're trying to harm him and his family and he's just still not doing anything, that's pretty fake.
I don't understand.
So long my Instagram DMs were people just letting me know that, hey, this guy Sebastian Soto is live and the audience are talking about you. And then after the thing in LA happened, it was just that, hey, they're talking about what you did to Sebastian Soto. And I'm like, we said like one word to each other. And that's something we'll get to as well. But
I really feel like the reason that he didn't do that was because of his determination to be the only one who wins. I don't know if he thought he was a subscriber, I don't know if he thought that some of his subscribers were going to subscribe to me.
I need to cut out some of the speed talking. It's kind of just making me anxious at this point, and I can't even focus on the video because I really just think that's what Adam was trying to do at the end of the day with all this. Like, you can't tell what he was saying.
But yeah, all I know
this is such an interesting, I'm sorry, can you tell the 2 different angles I'm taking with this video between Rich Lux and this? To say that I want to be the only one who wins, most if not all of my friends are people within the space that I genuinely love, that I will shout out their videos, that I will do anything.
So, while this goes, I do have to say that I never wanted a shout out from him. The only thing I asked was a community tab post. If he could please just tell his audience that it is okay for other people to use besties. And I was even going to take like the loss in that and say like, you know what, it's fine. Think what you want about me. Just please stop sending me so much hate.
I think it's sad. Sorry, I think my camera moved. I don't know what's going on with my tripod, but I think it's sad that he, at that point, is just like, forget my catchphrase. Like, I just don't want people telling me to die.
You kept using besties, and even bigger, okay?
I kept using
so,
besties.
I left alone, I said, buddy, I'm here, it could have taken you 3 seconds, and you also started at nothing, and thank God for your colleague drama that you are where you are at, and that's just the truth, okay? You could have helped me out, so you have no idea what I was going through. It was December, and I don't know about you guys, I get actually emotional, right? I was a mess, I was like reading all these comments, and it was just like so freaking overwhelming to me.
I'm so sorry that you were getting them comments. I genuinely am. That's one of the worst things as a content creator you get is those horrible comments. Sebastian, you also know, and you were actively watching on your live streams when your audience were doing the same thing to me. I just didn't care when they did it because it was happening so much.
Anyways, fast forward to 2021. I saw that Adam was getting ready to like do a trip, and it was like a free routine. They were having stuff, and I was like, you know, it would be really cool if like, you know, we could say hi to each other, like we can be friends. We're in the same community, right? Like I get that because I'm smaller. He doesn't see me as a colleague, but
He's saying that, not me. Like he's saying these things as if I'm saying them. You know, he doesn't see me as a colleague because I'm such a small YouTuber. Does he? Like, you're just saying this.
I thought you could see me as a human being rather than
Because of your actions, Adam. Because the way that you are.
seeing me as numbers. We share a lot of the same 2000 obsession. We share a lot of the same life, like Brittany and Lindsay.
And I love that.
So I thought, you know, we could be friends. I didn't think that numbers mattered so much. I saw that he wasn't feeling good, and I wished him well. He thanked me, and then I told him like, hey, whenever you're in LA, let me know. So he left me on red. And then this is the part that sort of triggers me because I dealt with a lot of bullying in my past, and I always wanted to be friends with everybody. To be very honest with you, and again, not everyone needs to be friends, and you know, we don't have to be best friends, all of us. But I think after my brother passed, the way he did.
So this is the part I was referring to in my first video that I missed, but he talks about his brother passing and Adam just has no remorse, no feelings, doesn't care.
It opened my eyes a lot, and it made me always want to share life with people, and sometimes, or not only that, but like, you know, be friends with people and be nice and just, you know, be one. We're one community. So Brittany was free, thank God, and he was here. He was here with other YouTubers, Sloan and whatever, and the girl from McIntyre.
Kat, she's a name.
We went.
Okay.
I loved his like little clap back, like okay, like that matters.
To a nightclub. Don't really know how I got in, just whatever. I guess I don't know. But anyways,
I got in because they didn't check IDs. If you want to know, a lot of people ask that. They didn't check IDs at the door.
Actually, they checked IDs and vaccine cards. I was with 5 people and they checked everybody's IDs.
They just checked COVID pass.
so Brittany was free. We were at a club. We were standing in line. My husband, myself.
By the way, before he says on how this interaction happened,
Adam looks kind of like young as shit too, so like I'm still kind of puzzled how he got in.
I need to tell you how this happened. Alright, so we get to the nightclub. It's called the Thirsty Pig or the something pig? The something pig, right? We get to the bar. Sloan and all of his friends are there before us. Me and Kat are in the hotel. We're taking many videos. We're just like goofing off in the hotel room. And we end up getting our Uber. It's in like West Hollywood or something like that. I remember there's an inn right beside us, so it's pretty close. So we arrive, we say hi to Sloan, and we go to get in line. Now, pretty quickly, someone stands in like front of me. I'm pretty sure he was wearing all black, and it was Sebastian. And I knew Sebastian because of the Hey Besties drama, and I also knew from the live streams talking shit.
So he says that I stood in front of him, okay? I was standing in line next to the front door, next to the security guard. I did not leave the line to go stand in front of him. He was walking towards the line to get in line. So what is more believable? Are you coming towards the line, or am I getting out of the line to go and stand in front of you?
Isn't this nice when people are to finally like... Oh, I just love this for him.
So he kind of stands in front of me, and if anything, it's so bizarre seeing someone that like any of these creators like in person. I felt the way with Sloan. I felt the way with seeing all these different people, right? So he's in front of me. By the way, beautiful looking person. Like he's gorgeous in person, and that's not me saying anything to butter you up. That's me saying as a compliment because I turned around to my friend Kat and I said the exact same thing. So he stands in front of me, and he basically says,
I did not stand in front of him.
because this was a
So that was to butter him up to make the story sound better.
conversation at hand that I wasn't thinking to remember. I don't. However, it was so short that I do. So he basically comes up and he goes, "Oh hi Adam." I go, "Oh hi, Sebastian, isn't it?" And I hug him and I go, "How are you?" I went, "Are you coming to the club?" And he says, "Yeah, we're in line. We're next." I'm like, "All right, that's perfect. Well, so good to see you. I'll see you before the end of the night." And I go back to get in line because people were already getting pissy that I was queue jumping because there was a big line. They were at the front and we were at the way back.
So that's a lie right there, and I have proof. There was not a line. There was not one, there was only our group, and he was right behind us. And I have proof right here, you guys. So this is my group right here, and that's Adam right there. He was right behind us. There was no queue. Nobody was getting pissy because he was jumping the queue. He's right. That's my husband, that's my friend, and those are my 2 girlfriends. Right there.
Yo, I love when shit works out for the rightful party because, like, he's probably watching this like, Cat, he has a picture. He has a picture of being like that's...
Right there. So nobody got mad at him for jumping any type of queue. He's right behind us. I could have reached over and said and shook his hand.
Also, Adam, don't try to come back and make up a scenario like, oh yeah, Sebastian, let me jump in line with him. No, because wouldn't you have been looking in the picture with everybody else? Just like, oh my God.
So he is lying once again right there, okay? Right there. That's bullshit, that's a lie. And I'm not going to stand for liars. I don't give a damn because my whole entire life I have been walked over and I will not be walked over this time. And not by a 20-year-old entitled person like Adam fucking McIntyre. Okay? So stop lying, Adam, and get it together.
Yes, this is what I wanted from this video. I wanted him to just be like, you know, I know who I am. Don't be putting words in my mouth. I love that. Good for him.
You LA people, sorry. That was it. Now, Sebastian, and so anyway, I go back to Kat, and Kat goes, who's that? I went, oh, it's a YouTuber, Sebastian Soto. Do you remember the Hey Besties thing? Because I told Kat about it. I was like, yeah. And Kat was like, oh, how's he doing? I was like, he's good. He's going into the club. Like I said, we'll see him later. And she was like, all right, perfect. That was it. That story can be fact-checked by so many people. And so it makes me so furious.
Also, you guys, he just lied once again because he said that story can be fact-checked by so many people. Who is this so many people?
The fact that it was just Adam and Kat Tambar outside waiting, but it's like fact-checked by so many people, like, is literally hilarious too, to me. Like, it's... By the way, guys, if the lighting looks different, I had to run to the post office real quick because I looked at the time and I was like, I need to get these people's packages out. And on my way back, obviously it took forever. And it's dark out now, so I hope that's not affecting the video at all. Okay, let's move on.
Because you were just with one person. You were with one person. So who is the so many people? Again, he is saying 2 different things. Right? A couple minutes ago, he said, I was just with Kat. And now he's saying that so many people can fact check that story. Who is the so many people, Adam? Who is it? Because you were just with one person.
I love how he's just catching him in every little fucking lie. It just feels so good. Like I said, this video is just like straight vibes. So happy for him.
Yes, that Sebastian Soto has the audacity to tell the story that I hold on.
And I see him walking towards me, and I was like, oh Lord, he's here. Like, I'm so excited to see him. And I was like, you know, in my head, I'm like, we do the same thing. Like, you know, we have the same vibes. You know, oh my God, it's gonna be so much fun. We can dance to Britney, whatever. He walks out, and I said, hi, Adam. And he turns around, and he says, hi. Oh, Sebastian? Hi, I didn't know you lived here. I said, oh yeah, I live. Like 5 minutes from here. And he said, I'm gonna get in line and I can take a picture with you later. And he just walks away.
Straight up fan mortality he gave him. Oh my God.
Let me reenact that for you, babe. Hi, Mucker, is it? Oh, hi. I didn't know you watched this video. You can get to the comments. I'll take a photo with you later. Who talks like that?
Can we be real? The reenactment part is so cringy too. Like, it's just like, please stop.
He talks like this. No one.
You talk like this. Exactly how he did it right there. That's exactly his attitude in person, you guys.
Sebastian, I don't think you have to convince anybody. You can clearly see it from his video.
If he acts this way on YouTube for thousands to see, imagine when there's no camera on him. Imagine when there's no camera on him, how he acts to people, okay?
Oh yeah, I can imagine. It's probably like crap.
Buddy, fucking hell. Literally, like, if anything in this story makes me furious, it's that he's flat out lying about our encounter in LA. It was so short outside of the club, and we were literally like, we'll see you in there. But if anything, it gets worse.
His voice isn't even serious. It kind of sounds like he's like joking around playing. I don't know.
He says that me and my friend were eye rolling and laughing at him all night. All night. And
If somebody is telling the truth, there's no need to do all this extraness.
Oh yeah, 100%, and that's why you could see that something's up.
You know what I mean? There's no need for the mean, there's no need for the trolling, there's no need for the acting, there's no need for it. If you're telling the truth, which I've already proved, a lot of the things that you said are lies, there's no need for all of this.
Well, Sebastian, he has to try to cover his lies now.
Say that, all right, like if you don't want to treat your subscribers like that or whatever, me and Kat ran it.
I never even mentioned his subscribers, and Adam, I'm so sorry, but I'm not your subscriber.
Yes, that is what I've been waiting for from you. Like, no, girl, I'm not your subscriber. I'm not your fan. Like, at this point, he doesn't even want to be your damn friend.
To these 3 people who were subscribed to my channel, and we ended up spending the night at the club with them. Like, your argument, Sebastian, as much as you want to make this up, is so invalid because there is pictures and videos of me and Kat hanging out with muckers at the Naughty Pig, that's what it was called.
Does he want me to go to the kitchen, bake him some cookies for being nice to subscribers? Like, does he want an award for being nice to his subscribers who are making his channel a success? I don't understand. And I'm not a subscriber, and I did not go up to him and ask for a picture. I did not go up to him and ask for an autograph or a shout out. I was not at a meet and greet. I was at a party with my friends.
Tell him you're going out trying to have a good time with your friends, not trying to get into drama with freaking teenage dreams over there. Like, God. Speak your truth.
The Naughty Pig nightclub until like 3 a.m. or something like that because they were so sweet. We were having great conversation. Y'all.
What does that have to do with me? Like, what does that have to do with me?
Absolutely nothing. He's just trying to put filler into the story.
The story is that we were laughing and rolling. First of all, what age are we, Sebastian, to say that I'm laughing and rolling eyes at you at the club? Sebastian, I think I saw you once that entire...
We're at the same age, Adam, that you are acting like this on camera. You're acting mean, you're trolling, you're shading, you're eye-rolling in front of people. That's the age that we are at.
Which in America is not the correct age to get into the club. 21 and up.
So if you did it here in front of thousands, you could probably do that in person without a camera.
He's probably doing that shit 24/7 without a camera. What are you talking about?
And it was in the queue. No, that's not true. I saw him again whenever I was going into the bathroom, he was coming out of the bathroom. And you know what we did? We hugged.
And that's another lie. I did not hug him. I saw him out of the bathroom and my girlfriend was with me, and I did not hug him. We just said hello and I walked by.
I love how he tries to make it look like they had some sort of interaction, and it's like, oh, I don't know what he expected from me. Like, I gave him a hug, I did this, when, like, you didn't even do shit. And then he's, like, watching this back, like, what the hell are you on? Like, that never happened. So, this is just wild. Like, Adam's definitely a chronic liar at this point in my eyes.
You know what I do with any of my friends when I meet them on the night out and we're walking past each other? We hug.
Well, I thought you made it clear that he's not your friend, so you didn't hug him, so that's a lie. And I feel like he just really... Some of these are like, he just didn't think out because they're too easy to crack.
I go, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. I give you a hug, and then I'll go, I'll see you before the end of the night. Never once am I like, let's get photos. There were so many people that were there with us that night that literally are aware of this story. Because Kat was like, oh my god, that's the YouTuber there that Adam had just met, and whenever we were getting in the line, we were like, oh, they just went in. And I waved off, he didn't see me. That was it. There were so many people there in line with us.
Going back to that picture that Sebastian took in line where he's like this, and it's literally just Adam in the back, that's so funny to me. That he's like, so many people in line with me, and it's like, where, babe?
So, I don't know that if...
Again, he said there were so many people there in line with us. It was just my group of friends. It's an outside and indoor bar. There was people drinking in the little seats, but the only people in line were us and him and his friend.
What he was expecting to feel disappointed by the fact that I don't know. But let's keep in mind, I'm also in a new place. I'm also 19, and that's not me saying, oh, I'm so young. I'm just saying about the fact that I'm at a club, I'm 19, I don't know any of these people, except for my close friend. I know some of the YouTubers here.
What does that have to do with me?
I've never been to a club in LA before.
I love him so much. What does that have to do with me? Like,
He might was on to say that we were laughing and rolling our eyes. Nobody does that at a club. We're not in Frisco.
You do that at a club.
I'm pretty sure people have done that to me in my crazy ass outfits I wear at the club. So, I mean, Adam, welcome to America, babe. Welcome.
But it makes so much sense to me now that he's been on his YouTube for the past couple of months saying about a YouTuber being so rude to him. And ironically, he came out with that video days after I came out with my video talking about how I didn't feel like I was fitting into the LA culture, which again happened with the breakdown, happened about the Paris vlogs.
Right then and there is another lie. He's literally exposing himself right there. Had I had a good encounter with him and I was such a fan like he thinks I am, I would have said it. Oh my God, Adam and I, we met, he's so sweet, right? I would have said that, but I didn't. As soon as I met him, I did a video on what a bad experience I had with a YouTuber. If I was making it up and just doing this because of Rich Lux's drama, then I'm a fucking psychic because I knew that that was coming.
Boom, mic drop right there on that one. Can I be real? So when I came back from the post office, and I'm really saying this because before when I'm like looking back at my footage, I'm like, girl, your eyes look glossy. I smoked a little bit because I'm in pain today and I did what I had to do. So I'm like, I'm homeward bound, bitch.
Like, I did that video a day after, 2 days after I met him because I had a bad experience because he thought that we were in a meet and greet.
And let's be real as well. Sebastian's encounter with Adam really had to be bad enough that he was like, you know what, I'm gonna let my subscribers know and I am gonna make a video, but I'm not gonna outright out him, but I am gonna put something out in regards to it. Like, it had to be pretty bad.
I hasn't heard the whole thing. He was like, what just happened?
Yeah, and all of my friends were there too. So
That's another lie. There was not friends. There was one friend. There was one friend who was there with him in line. Nobody else.
Oh yeah, Kat, who he was underage drinking with. Yeah, I remember.
He asked me, Sebastian, did you ask him for a picture? I said, no. I don't ask anybody for it. I didn't have I see celebrities all the time. I work with celebrities. I ask for celebrities. I don't ask for their picture. That's like the number one rule in LA, okay? He treated me like a straight up fan. The arrogance that came out of his skin and words and just the look he gave me was, it just really showed me that that is not somebody I want to associate myself with. And at the same time, I was like, damn, you know?
good. And he goes on to say that he sent me a text like the next day. And he only brings that up because he knew that I would bring it up in a video talking about him. He literally texted me days after this supposed arrogant meetup, and he was saying that he wanted to meet up again. And he goes on to say maybe I'm just too easy on people and stuff like that. No, Sebastian, let's be honest. You're only saying that because you knew that I would have brought it up.
I wrote to him the next day because I believe in giving people second chances.
The video is not even done yet, and the moral of the story is that, like, Adam's kind of a shitty person and doesn't have any morals.
I believe in being a good person. I believe that first interactions with people, maybe because of anxiety, maybe because of anything, or, you know, he was highly intoxicated.
I was right. So, do you think that maybe they were drinking at the hotel? She bought the alcohol. That's why they took an Uber. That's why he only had 2 drinks there because he was already pretty drunk, so they didn't have to pay for drinks. Or because they, like, snuck him in somehow. And then they had to give some kind of bullshit that he's from the United Kingdom and he forgot something or blah, 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 blah. Or he's not even from the United Kingdom. He's from, like, Scotland, isn't he? Anyways, oh my God. Something's not...
So I was like, you know what? Maybe he was having a bad day. Maybe he's just drunk.
He was probably drunk as shit. But, like, again, how did he get the alcohol? How did he get in? This whole thing is kind of a mystery. And you know what? Maybe Kat Tambard will narrate a story on it and we can find out what the hell actually happened that night.
You know, maybe he's nervous. And I saw that they were at brunch very close to my house. I was like, you know what? Let me just give it another try. And I texted him and I said, hey, it was nice to meet you. Hopefully we can grab a drink before you leave. I don't know when giving people second chances became a bad thing.
In Adam's world, there are no second chances.
I don't know when. That's the difference between Adam and I. I actually believe in being a good person, and I believe in giving people a second chance. I don't understand how that's a negative thing.
But though, literally, all jokes aside, he's a total sweetheart. This man just, like, puts his heart out there, and it sounds like he's been burned in the past, and he this time was like, yeah, not today, and I love that for him. Don't know you, love that for you, though.
I even made another excuse for him for treating me like I was a fan at a meet and greet.
Oh my god, this video is so deranged. I'm so sorry. I've never had someone lie about me this amount. But it makes sense considering he's been saying that he met up with this rude YouTuber. I'd be like, Jesus, fuck me if I heard this story. But then again, it's like, who goes to a club and is pointing, laughing, rolling their eyes, and you want a picture with me? I'm in LA. Like, what age are we?
Obviously not old enough for the club scene, babe.
Who goes to a club and does that is the same person who's doing that in front of thousands. And imagine if he's acting like this in front of the camera, how he is in person without a camera.
Sebastian, don't text me that you want to meet up, that you want to do it again, if you have the fucking supposed arrogant meetup. And you go on to say you're doing it because you're so polite. That doesn't make sense. You're only saying it because you knew that I would have shown the text.
Or he saw that you were super drunk, and maybe you're just a rude person when you're drunk, and he wanted to give you a second chance as a person since you're around other people, but what do I know?
So confusing. I did not ask for your picture. I was at a meet and greet. Okay, I simply said hello to you, and your answer was, then get in line, we'll take a picture later.
Yo, I'm so sorry. This does not happen in real life. This does not happen in real life.
I only throughout the night was so unnecessary. I saw you and your friend laughing all the time every time I would go to the bar.
All I'm hearing here is that me and my friend had a fucking great night. Jesus. Again, I saw you twice that night. Once going to the bathroom. I got 2 drinks at the bar throughout hours of being there. We weren't even at the bar. What's ironic, Sebastian, is that you go on and say about you being inside the bar and all. We were outside the bar the entire night. We were outside the club all night. And my favorite thing about this story is that it doesn't make sense, right? Because he's inside the bar, he's inside the club. Me and my friend, and also the YouTube subscribers who were so sweet. I think I still follow them on Instagram. I'll need to reach out to them and be like, hey babe, we need to talk about this. We were sitting outside all night, and then me and Kat left the club early. We didn't even stay. We stayed for maybe 2 hours, and then we went to In-N-Out, and if you were on my Instagram story at that time, you'll know. We got electric scooters to In-N-Out, and then we stayed at In-N-Out for like an hour and a half, then went back to the club for 5 minutes to say bye to Sloan, and then we went to the pink wall. So we weren't even at the club for this amount of time and what he's saying.
I wonder as well if he was so drunk that him and Kat had to kind of like put together like some kind of story. Just thoughts. Alleged.
Sebastian, if you're inside the club and we're outside the club and you look at me and my friend and we're laughing, it means we're having a great night. Try having one.
So right then and there, try having one. Are you guys not seeing that this person is so, he's being so nasty on camera? Like, he is exposing and he is confirming everything that I've said about him in person. He's doing it in literally on camera. My friend and I were having a great night. Try having one. Who talks like that?
Well, obviously Adam.
A mean person.
I was directly directed at me, but I felt like, am I not good enough to be out of the world? I know I was, to be very honest with you guys, but every time I walked up to the bar, I felt like the laughing got out of the way.
We weren't inside the bar! We weren't inside the club, y'all! We were outside! We were outside! The story has so many inconsistencies.
He just said they were outside the whole time, right? Am I just hearing that? And then right before he said he saw me 3 times. So which one is it? Did you not see me or were you outside of the club the whole time?
Got him.
Is he just lying? Oh my god.
I will love it down, look. I'm not maybe your idea of perfect. I have some count on me. I don't have the numbers you have.
What is this turning into?
And even though I allowed myself to feel a certain way, because I felt so sad against my husband. I felt so sad for so many days because I said, why am I not good enough for at least a nice embrace? Why am I not good enough to at least be treated like another human being and not just looked over as a number? Why?
What? So he acknowledges that we met. He acknowledges that we met. Surely, okay, he lies about the picture part. But still, he says that we like hug and we talk about... What more does he want?
He was trying to be your friend, but you were being an intoxicated fuck. Maybe try having a personality and getting along with people.
I'm obsessed with the story part, with the photo. I'm obsessed with me in LA with my little skimpy shirt on going, I'm gonna get back in line. We can take photos after.
He's obviously obsessed with the story because he made it up.
Surely that logic would...
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Do you guys not see that he is the Walmart version of freaking Regina George?
Walmart version of Regina George. I love that.
Like, am I the only one not seeing this? It is so crazy how he is acting and exposing his true colors. Look at the difference between me and him. Just look at the difference between him and me. Okay?
Sebastian, I hope you don't, think that you need to prove anything to anyone, because we all see through his shit. We're all seeing through it, and you're just bringing more of it to light.
Look at the way that he talks, the way he expresses himself. This is on camera. Okay?
I believe I said this in my last video too, but we haven't seen a, change in personality in Adam, in this video, how he's just really, going off and, just a totally different person.
would work with me taking selfies with my friend all night, me taking selfies with Sloan all night, me taking selfies with strangers on the street all night, me taking videos with my Uber driver, singing Total Eclipse of the Heart to her. It's me in the Uber, and I'm like, do you know Bonnie Tyler?
Like, he just was so rude and made me feel like such a loser. But you know what? He didn't make me feel. I allowed myself to feel. And that is where I should not allow that. And that's why I'm doing this video, because you have to be able to stand up for yourself and say, hey, you weren't very nice to me. Well, Sammy Stupid Funny Night Sebastian wrote him the next day and said, it was nice meeting you last night. I was so drunk because I went to that free rally and I had fun, right? We were having fun, we were all drinking, we were dancing, we were drinking. And I said, let me know if you want to grab drinks. I'd love to see you before you leave. So Sebastian, I use Sebastian still.
What? So nice! He has acknowledged. He's acknowledged that he had a good enough encounter with me, as short as it was, to want to do it again, but now knows that I can use that text against him, and it's like, I can't believe I sent that.
Adam, grow the fuck up. Adam, in life, right? And I'm not trying to get too preachy, but in life, you have to give people second chances. You don't just go with the flow. Adam goes with the flow. Whoever's popular, he's the biggest fan. When Trisha was popular, he was obsessed with her music. He only goes with the flow. In life, Adam, you have to also understand that people give each other second chances. People believe in the good in people. I believed in the good of your heart. I believed in it.
He truly should have an inspirational channel as well. I just love listening to him. He's just so sweet, and he truly fought, he is a good person, and apple is rotten.
Are we seeing this? Are we seeing this? He just acknowledged that he sent me a text that he wanted to do it again.
You know what? He won't understand that. Literally won't understand that.
I was like, you know what, maybe he was having a bad night, maybe he was stressed. I still didn't
I was having an amazing night.
understand the fan picture. I was like, okay, it is what it is, let me give him another try. Well, he obviously did another reply. Listen, you guys, we are not better than anybody. We are all the same. Numbers are more important to people than anything else right now. And that's very sad. I get that none of us, we have to be friends, we don't. We might not want to buy. But you could be a little nicer, Adam.
I could be a little nicer. I could have said to him, you know what, we'll not do it for the later. We'll do a photo shoot now.
Look at that acting. Look at that mocking, that trolling, and that shadiness that he gives out.
And that's another reason why I feel like this video wasn't separate from Rich's, because Rich's was heartfelt or whatever because he has a lot of subscribers and he wanted to get him off his back. But then I feel like he knew a lot of people would click for the Rich video, so he added this in so other people would see it, since Sebastian is a bigger YouTuber, to make him look like an asshole. What do we think on those thoughts? Because I think that's spot on.
I don't understand how people are not seeing him for the way he actually is. If he is doing this on camera, imagine off camera, you guys. That is the way that he acts. And even worse.
I'm sorry, I literally cannot take this seriously. It's when you've lived it and it's completely different than how you're saying, you cannot take it seriously.
I was so bullied when I was younger, and this mean girl Adam is very pre-2020. You know what? I don't think we should be best friends because we all our souls do not connect.
Are we not twin flames, Sebastian?
Look at that, you guys. Are we not twin flames, Sebastian? He is so entitled. He has so much growing up to do. Are you not seeing the way that he is acting? He is a mean person.
You could have just acknowledged me a little bit, and you could have been a little bit nicer to me.
It just seems like he didn't get the best friend attitude that I had with my best friend Kat, or that I had with Sloan, and was jealous of that, and is now making up encounters that didn't happen to mask that. Because why else would you want to message me continuing to do it again? To go out again?
Because I have a good heart, Adam. Try having one.
And the snarkiness, the arrogance. I'm very proud of you for your work. You put in hard work. But if you want anything to last, you have to do it with a great, big, good heart. A humble heart.
Is that what you're doing with this video, Sebastian? Or are you doing it for clout because you know that Rich Lux posted a great video, by the way?
I love how he just keeps throwing in there mentioning, like, it was a great video. It was a great video, by the way.
A great video.
Now it's a great video because you lost over 2,000 subscribers, so it's a great video. I think it would be very different if I had 500,000 subscribers like Rich Lux. I would have probably gotten an apology too, but I'm not looked at as a human being. I'm looked at as a number, and that is what he is doing.
And you're jumping on this. You know, you've been hinting at it for months now that you met up with this really, really, really rude YouTuber. I'm glad you finally got it off your chest. And the reason for that is because I can finally respond.
I can you so much.
Again, he is saying that I said for months that I had a really bad encounter with a YouTuber. I did not know that he was going to do this to Rich Lux and get this drama for me to jump on a bandwagon.
I say if you have something that doesn't bother you, I say step out.
And I finally have with this section of the video.
I mean, we obviously knew he was going to be very arrogant and shitty towards him, and we obviously knew that Sebastian was going to be upset by that, but you can just see he's definitely hurt by it and very pissed over the lies. I mean, who wouldn't be?
With respect, with light, with love, I say.
Just look at the way he acts and look at the way that I act. Look at the difference between energies here. Who are you going to believe?
I will no longer allow anybody to walk over me. I will no longer allow anybody to make, or I will not allow myself to make myself feel smaller because somebody doesn't treat me nicely. I am more than numbers. I might not fit into your perfect world. I might not have your ideal perfect body or numbers, but I am a very, very nice guy, and we could have a great time.
I'm not going to say that I don't think you're a nice guy, but you consistently not being one to me. And I have no problem saying that. I have literally no problem saying that because it's all there. It's all there.
You think in all this, at least one of his friends would have listened over to the story before he posted it, too.
Sebastian, you've made me uncomfortable on YouTube since that first time you came into my DMs. You made me so uncomfortable since that first time.
As I showed you guys, the first time I came to his DMs was thanking him for being sweet to me. So if that made him uncomfortable, then I'm very sorry, Adam. Because the first thing I ever said to him was, thank you for your comment on my video about besties.
Which he showed us that text, I think it was, believed, from Instagram in the beginning. So we did see that.
You were waiting for the chance to meet me to be able to make up your own story about it. I don't think you've been a good person to meet.
You've been waiting for the chance to meet me. Okay.
I think you're probably a good person, but you haven't been one to me.
I'm glad I did this. I hope
I'm glad you've done this too, babe.
And see that views and numbers and one more people see that summaries and everything.
He hopes that Adam wakes up. Babe, I'm awake.
Babe, then you need to go back to sleep because this arrogant act is not helping you.
I don't like the whole, he was waiting to meet me so he can make up a story. Like, what the hell is that shit?
I hope you win. You probably are very good at being the number one fan player.
Y'all, I'm sorry to say it, this is just all boiling down to, for some reason, jealousy. I hope you win, you've already won. Why are you saying that in a video where you're...
You guys watch any kind of teen movie where the mean girl always says, everyone is always so jealous of me. It is so cheap and easy to say that, you know what, it's just jealousy.
And he's definitely right on that. Adam should be stepping back and looking at himself in this scenario.
Grow up, Adam.
Open up about your traumatic experience with me.
It's popular moment, so I'm pretty sure you're going to win.
Why would you say that if you genuinely are just trying to tell your story?
And peace and love, I say. I hope you're trying to do so, bestie. And I hope that you get everything you want. But I do hope that you have a spiritual makeover. Because life is good, God is good, love is good, and I wish everyone will succeed. Because you know whatever you go out, you'll see. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, besties.
Alright, so end the video. Sebastian, don't care for you. Rich Lux, I deeply apologize. And I'm sorry for being...
Rich Lux, you have almost 500,000. I lost over 2,000 subscribers and I got called out. I'm sorry, Sebastian. You know what? Fuck you. That's all I'm saying.
back to
Yo, that was awesome.
that place. I really, really, really mean it. And people are saying that I'm gonna think your video's bad. Rich Lux, I don't. I think it's a good video. I do. Yeah.
Okay, you guys. So, moral of the story here is, girl, let me turn off this ring light. Moral of the story here is, I showed you guys how he said to me that I made him uncomfortable with all the DMs and that I reached out to him and I said, please, you're copying besties from me. That was not true. I already showed that text. I also showed the text that he said that there was a lot of people in line. I showed that video. That was not true either. He lied about so many things, and I'm not going to take it anymore, you guys. Because I don't have the subscribers Rich Lux has, I did not get an apology because I'm not seen as a human being. So, Adam McIntyre, I wish you luck. I wish you light. But I hope in this video I showed you guys that he lied a lot. And I showed you guys the pictures. I showed you guys the text. I never once DM'd him and said, you copied me. I said, if you could please tell your subscribers to please just leave me alone. That's all I said. So if that made you uncomfortable, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Anyways, you guys, I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so thankful that how I handled this situation. I'm grateful I could show proof. And I'm grateful that he is showing his true colors. He is literally exposing himself. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go and enjoy my day now. So he can just be blessed. And I'm very grateful and thankful for this situation because he just exposed himself and his true colors. If he is acting this way on camera, imagine how he acts in person. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, besties.
So, we are at the end. I'm just so happy he was able to speak his truth, say what he needed to say in the situation, give us receipts. Not like we needed them, but they are here now. So, people who did have a doubt, their doubts can be gone. My thoughts here, and if you'd like to comment down below and give me yours as well, where are we going from here? Do you think Adam's going to respond? Do you think it's just going to be dead on both ends and they can just, like, drop this? Like, where do you think it's going to go? I think he's going to respond, but it's, like, a matter of time. Like, when is that going to happen? I'd love to know any and all thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching, though, and sitting tight with this video with me. If you guys liked it, please give it a like. I'd really greatly appreciate that, and please become a Barbie or Ken if you'd like to see more. Anything that you guys would like to see me react to, please put it down below, and I will see you all in my next video. I love you very, very much.